Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning into Canada and beyond. We talk a lot about Canada in general on this channel and we take you places through our vlogs. So if you are new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video if you find value out of it. So with that being said, let's jump into today's video topic, which is how you can be wealthy and make good decisions in Canada being an immigrant. Now, being an immigrant in Canada, you go through a lot of hardships, and hard working. I have seen many immigrants who are doing odd jobs in Canada, especially in today's economy. Right now, Canada is going through some really bad times. Everyone is struggling here. Even the Canadians who were born here are struggling, let alone the immigrants. But still, I have seen many immigrants who are struggling right now doing odd jobs like working at a gas station, working in the construction field, hardcore labor jobs, and that really reflect the current situation of economy of Canada. So when I was doing my research for this video, I have come across many articles and research in which it shows that how immigrants are struggling in Canada. In fact, one of the YouTube video that I was watching, they were mentioning that there is a narrative which is being built. The Canadian government and the authorities are sending delegations to developing countries like India, Pakistan, and some of the Middle Eastern countries to attract new immigrants to come here. They are trying to sell the dream of Canada that once you come here, it's a land of opportunities and everything is going to be perfect. But let's face it, guys, everything is not perfect here. Right now, we are going through a recessionary periods and there are a lot of people who are being laid off from their jobs. We are seeing the tremendous housing crisis in the history. People are struggling because they are not having any disposable income to go and buy stuff. When it comes to housing, rents in Canada are skyrocketing. And we are seeing many immigrants who are coming here, they are struggling to find a suitable job. I was attending a conference on Shaw Center in Ottawa where we live, and at the same time there was a career fair that was happening in that center, and I have seen very long line of people standing outside to go into this career fair. And later I got to know that there were only 8 companies who were coming over there for recruitment, and 2 of those colleges were trying to get you in a suitable program where you can study and then they will help you find the job. Which also shows that universities and colleges also know that immigrants and the Canadians are struggling right now and they are desperate to find jobs. And in this situation, it's a perfect storm where they can pitch their courses and collect a lot of tuition fees. So in this situation, it is very important that we know what to do. Now, I'm not going to say that by watching this video you are going to get wealthy overnight. In fact, any video on YouTube that tell you that they are going to give you information that will make you overnight rich, it's a scam. Do not listen to them. When I was assessing all this situation, I thought this would be a perfect time to create a video in which we can give you information on how you can at least create a foundation that will help you on your path to become wealthy. Now, when you are seeing the tremendous amount of increase in your day-to-day expenses like rent, grocery, transportation, communication, it is very difficult to set aside some of the money for the rainy day or towards your retirement. But there are 2 tools that you can definitely utilize and set a little bit money aside for your retirement. If you haven't done so, I would definitely recommend you watching some of the YouTube video of Dave Ramsey. He is definitely a financial expert. He will tell you how to become wealthy and rich just by following 7 steps to become millionaire. Now, I know immigrants are great savers. Being an immigrant, I can definitely vouch for that. But not all the immigrants are good savers. There are definitely some immigrants who love to buy luxury cars on credit, who loves to borrow money and spend on the things that are not necessary but only the status symbol. I'm telling you guys, do not fall into those traps. Borrowing money is very easy in Canada. There are a lot of different places where you can get payday loans. There are many banks, they are offering you very low interest money. But I believe all of these are just to get your attention and play with your psychology. And speaking of psychology of money, right now I'm reading a book called Psychology of Money. I will definitely recommend you to reading this book, because in this book, Morgan Housel, he is an amazing writer. He explained a lot of things that you can take away from this book and set your path to become rich. The author of this book is not paying me to make this video, but I'm telling you guys, this is one of the best book I have read in finance. So if you are immigrant in this country, whether it's America or Canada, make sure to get yourself a copy of this book and read it. So let's get back to today's video. Today I want to explain to you what TFSA is. Now basically TFSA stands for tax-free saving account, but a lot of Canadian finance people argue that it should be tax-free investment account, because basically a TFSA is what you can use to invest your money in the stock market. By the way, a little disclaimer here, I'm not here to give you any investment advice. Whatever I'm saying on this YouTube channel is only my personal experience, and this video is only for information purposes. If you are someone looking to invest your money, make sure to consult with an expert investment advisor. So whatever I'm saying here on this channel, take it as a grain of salt. So back to TFSA. This TFSA you can open with any of your bank account, or you can use an online brokerage as well, just like Questrade and Wealthsimple. Not sponsored in this video. Now with the TFSA you can buy a lot of stock securities, but if you are someone who is just starting investing, I would not recommend you go and buy individual stocks, because they are extremely volatile. And there are a lot of articles and research online you can find that people who do not know what they are doing and they're trying to invest in the stock market, they can lose their lifetime of savings within a day. So you really need to be careful. I can definitely share with you what me and my wife are doing. We are investing in our TFSA on weekly basis. And what we do is we always buy an index fund or a mutual fund. Now what is index fund or mutual fund? A mutual fund, index fund or ETF is just a bigger bucket of small stocks which goes up and down in the stock market. So when you buy this all bucket of stocks, you are investing in all these companies through that mutual fund, index fund or ETF. Now there are plenty of index funds that you can use, but currently, since we are living in Canada, we always wanted to invest in an index fund which will gives us exposure to US market as well. Yes, living in Canada, you are absolutely allowed to invest in the US stock market. And there are number of index funds. They are provided by either BlackRock or Vanguard. Personally, I love Vanguard because of their strong history, which is the reason why we always invest in Vanguard funds. Some of those funds are like the ticker symbol VFV, which gives you exposure to top 500 US companies. Now VFV index fund is basically something that you can invest in Canadian dollars. If you are looking to invest in some of the US dollars index fund, there are a lot of other symbols like VOO and VFIAX. These are the funds that gives you exposure to top 500 US companies. The difference between VFV and the other funds is only one is in Canadian dollars and the other one is in US dollars. By the way, if you are living in Canada and if you are trying to buy individual securities, individual stock, you have to pay an extra fee because Canadian dollar is different than US. So you can end up paying the exchange rate. Be aware of that. Now the benefit of investing in your TFSA account is basically it's a tax-free. Now whatever appreciation you are going to have from the stock you have bought is going to be tax-free, so you will pay no capital gain tax on it. The only tax you are going to pay within your TFSA account is on the dividend that you will receive for the stock you have owned for a long time. So that's the only tax you will have to pay. So remember that only the dividend portion is taxable. The appreciation in your TFSA is not. And this is the beauty of TFSA, which is why it's called the best investment vehicle. Now, similarly, if you are living in states, over there, US government also offers similar kind of investment vehicle like Roth IRA or traditional IRA. They are just like TFSA, and the purpose of this vehicle is to let your investment grow tax-free. Not everything here is taxable, though it definitely looks like it. Now, the second vehicle that I would like to talk about on this video is RRSP. RRSP is the Canadian version of it, and in US they call it 401k. Now, these vehicles are mostly for your retirement. In Canada, RRSP called Registered Retirement Saving Plan. So this is something that you are going to utilize after you are retired. But you might be thinking, why do I have to open an RRSP if I'm still investing in TFSA? Because you can leave your TFSA as is and not pay any taxes on it until you get retired. But the main difference between TFSA and RRSP is, for RRSP, you are not allowed to take any money out of your RRSP unless you are making qualified purchases like buying your first home, or you need money for your education purposes like going back to school. On the other hand, in TFSA, you can take out your money anytime you want, tax-free. Plus, for RRSP, if you are working with a good employer who is matching your investment on paycheck to paycheck basis, for example, if I'm working for a company and I'm investing 3% of my paycheck to my RRSP, my company will also match 3% more of it and pay me in RRSP money for whatever that 3% amount is and invest it on my behalf. So the total investment I'm going to be making per paycheck is going to be 6%. So this is basically free money. It is part of your package. And if you are not utilizing it, I think you are missing out a lot. You are missing out on a free money. So make sure if you are working for a corporate that is giving you some percentage matching RRSP as part of your package, make sure to always utilize that. Now, another great benefit of RRSP is that you are going to keep on contributing it and you will not even know it, but at the time of your retirement, you are going to have a big chunk of your money in the saving. After you are retired, you will still pay the money in terms of taxes once you will start withdrawing the amount from your RRSP. But in the meantime, while you are investing in your RRSP, that money is going to be tax-free, which is why RRSP is really popular. So having that money for your retirement and having your company in which you are working for match your investment in RRSP and keeping that aside for your retirement, I think this can be a great vehicle for someone. And I know a lot of new immigrants are watching this channel, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because many of them do not know that these investment vehicles exist and you are to utilize it, but they are not utilizing it to the full potential. So please, if you are watching this video, do not miss out on these vehicles. I know this investment strategy or wealth building tool is very boring, but I can guarantee you, once you have time for retirement, you are going to thank me for that. Because maybe 30 years from now, the situation of the economy could be even worse than it is today. So it is better that you do have a rainy day fund in these investment vehicles. Please get yourself educated for these investment vehicles because you need to use them to fight the upcoming inflation. I think this is it for today. I really want to give this information. Please, if you are someone who want to get more information regarding these investment vehicles, make sure to consult with your banker or investment advisor. A lot of financial institutions nowadays have investor advisor. So if you are having a saving account or checking account with any of the bank, make sure to go and talk to them about these investment vehicle and start investing from today. Please do not wait for market to come down or do not try to time the market because it is very difficult to do so. And I would definitely recommend, once you are investing in these vehicles, please stay invested. You are going to get a lot of benefits down the road. So I really appreciate you are watching this video. I hope you find a value out of it. Please let us know in the comments down below if you have any question. And I'm also warning you that there is a lot of scam on the internet. Since this video is related to finance, I'm pretty sure that there will be a lot of people in the comments down below who will try to scam you. So stay away from it. We will try to remove those comments, but please do not respond to anything which is looking fishy. Always do your own research, do your own due diligence before making any investment decision. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.